moving until you reach the middle, and moving, and then you're gonna see a nice crisp hairline. Now after that, and also you want to make these two angles, one angle here and one angle here, about the same. You have to make it about the same. Once you reach here, you want to start moving up. You do the same thing. You make an incision and then you move up until you reach the middle. Okay? Now, because you know where your middle is, it's going to be always straight in the middle. You just have to try to get these lines here curved. And if you don't get it the first time, please don't go over it. Just leave it until next week and try it over again. Because when you try to fix these lines, it ends up being a whack job. Now, when you're going on the side, do not go too far in. Keep right at the edge of the hairline. Boom, boom, boom. Just take off that much hair. You don't want to take off too much hair, man. Look. Now what you want to do is take your comb and just, line it with just your eyebrow right there, man. This is right there. Right there, man. That's all you want to do. And you just want to take that hair off. Just take it off, take it off. And when you're coming down here, you start, always remember to start the closest part to your head, where your hair doesn't go nowhere. Start to the closest point. And because when you start by the closest point, you have room for error. So if you make a mistake, you could go in a little more. Start by the edge, right here by the edge, and make your line. Now if your line is not crisp, you just go in a little more. You don't have to go in much more. That's what I'm saying to you guys. Just go in a little more. And listen, when you start here, this is for anybody, even if you're cutting somebody's hair, always start right here. Make your incision. So make your incision right here and right here, creating that 90-degree angle. After you have created those two marks, you could also create a mark right here. Alright, the mark would be, you'll mark it, mark it, and then use the tip and go up a little more. Now those are the points that all you have to do is connect. You could connect it anyway. You could connect it by curving your blade and doing this, or you could connect it like this. Just use a tip. Now when I say use a tip, you're angling it at this point and you're just using that part of the machine. So you're angling it, same thing I was just doing, you're angling it, you're not having the whole blade on it, you're just angling it. You see that angle? Like there's space right in between here. You're angling it and you're just taking off and connecting. That's all you're doing, you're just connecting. When you reach on the other side, you do the same thing. Make sure, sweating bullets again. Our bathrooms are really hot in the Caribbean. Alright. Now, when you go to the next side, you do the same thing. And you want to make sure that your angles are the same. So just to have the same angles, make sure you stay straight. Because look, when you look forward, you need to see this going forward. And the problem I noticed with your son's hairline is that the hairline is like this. Okay, this is your son's hairline right here. You see that? The point has to be about here. The point has to be about here. You have to see the hairline protruding out. You have to see it coming out like this. You're not seeing that with your son's hairline. You're coming back. You're never gonna make you can't do that. That's a no-no in the barber industry. Look at that. That's a bad line. It has to be a 90-degree angle, about a 90-degree angle. do not think that because if you put the clipper straight, is going to be straight. Your hairline is at an angle. Therefore, this has to be at an angle. It has to be at an angle. If it's not at an angle, you're not doing it correctly. It has to be at a little angle. The hairline, this point has to protrude. It does not go in, it protrudes out. It protrudes, and that's you always see this little point here. Nobody's hairline is straight. Sorry about that. Now once you get to the next side, you do the same thing and you find out exactly, like you just line it up. Just know you put 2 fingers here. Oh, and then you know, okay, well that's the point right here. 1 minute. Alright, so let's continue. There are a couple of things that people make mistakes with all the time. They tend to put their hairline straight. They tend to put the machine straight, thinking that it's going to be a straight line. And instead of slanting it forward and making this point protrude, this point has to protrude so that you can see the point here and not here. Alright? You have to make about 2, 3, 5, 7 points. You have to make 1 point here, 1 point here or here, depending on if the hairline is curved or straight. Another point here or here. You have to make a point here, a point here, a point down here, there, here, and just connect the lines. You use the tip of the anus to connect these lines on the side. Connect these lines on the side. Use the tip of the anus, and you use the whole anus to just take off here and there. All right. Yeah. So tell me if this helped you. If it didn't, just leave a comment, please. Hi, how you guys doing? And I'm going to show you guys how to use your t-ouliner, any t-blade or trimmer that you guys have, outliner that you guys have. Now, it's fairly easy to use your t-ouliner. Now, okay, there are a couple of simple methods. Now, if the hair starts here, you always want to mark on top of the hair. You don't want to just, you always have to mark on top of the hair. Even when you're using the tip of your outliner, you want to mark on the top. You always want to be on top of the hair, directly on top. So let's just say that this is the hair here. You always want to be on top of the hair, taking off that hair. Now when you're using the tip, now let's say, alright, when you're using the tip of the anus, you want to just, use the tip in that sort of way. So if you want to create a curve, you have to, curve it out. Straight lines do make curves, if you think about it, because what I do is I make a lot of straight lines until I get a curve. Makes perfect sense. You start with a straight line, you end off with straight lines. But yeah, this is how to use this machine properly. This is decided to make a little video because some people don't understand how to use it properly. You have to be on top of the hair, and you have to make a lot of straight lines to make that curve. You have to just curve it on the hair once, on the hair twice, on the hair. Don't just go across with the hair. Go across with the machine. Be on the hair, making those lines until you get that curve. Always be on top of the hair, making those curves. Look, watch me. Using the tip, using the tip, using the tip, using the tip. You can even do this here. It is going to take off some of the hair, but it's going to put some of the hair to the side. Now, if you want to get out all the hair, you just make a straight line. You keep taking it off. Come on, man. That's how you do it. Peace. Word is out.